Hey YouTube, it's Mike from Flip Flop Fishing. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'm doing something a little different today. I have footage from a recent trip to Horseshoe Lake. Unfortunately, there was a setting wrong on my camera and I didn't capture any of the audio. So instead of putting out a video with no sound, or even worse, cheesy music, I've decided to do something different and narrate a little bit as I fish throughout the day. With that being said, here's some cheesy music. So like I said in the intro, this is my first trip to Horseshoe Lake. I started fishing from the boat ramp heading northwest, but I didn't get very far before I noticed there's a pretty severe algae bloom going on. And I fished over there for about 90 minutes. I didn't see anything on the forward facing sonar. I got 0 bites. The algae was getting thicker and thicker, so I decided to head across the lake, see if I could find some clearer water, which I did. So right now I'm just covering water. I'm throwing out a crankbait. I'm not seeing anything on the sonar yet, so at this point I'm just hoping to get lucky, finding an aggressive bass or two. But I am looking forward at the 2 points that are coming up in that little cove. This will be the first different structure I've seen today, so I'm looking forward to it. It looks like a pretty juicy spot. I talked to a couple guys at the boat ramp who said the fishing out here has been really good. They've been catching 4 to 6 pounders pretty consistently, so I was excited. So this spot looks really good. I don't know for sure, but it looks like those logs have come down in a flood. It looks like maybe a creek bed or something, but there we go. We got our first fish. Nice. It's always good when the skunk is gone. Not a very big one, but we'll take it. Look at that net job. Nice looking little bass. Later. Not bad. I'd only been fishing a good, 20 minutes, maybe less. So normally on a laydown like this is plastic worms to me all day long. I wouldn't normally throw a crankbait around, but I had it tied on, I had it in my hand, so I had to give it a try. But now I'm switching over. This is my first cast with a Texas rig Rage Claw. I already had this tied on. Normally I might consider throwing it weightless, considering there's very little wind. Good first cast, throw it right up there against the sticks. I didn't get anything on the fall though. It wasn't until I dragged it up a little bit towards the boat this happened. Felt like I got a pretty good hook set in it too. I didn't think it was going anywhere. This one was pulling hard. This one was a real tugger. Not very big though. Still not the size we're looking for. But I'll take it. Love catching fun-sized bass. There it is. Another beautiful fish, just healthy. And just like I thought, it was pinned pretty good. Beautiful. So I fished around that area a little bit. I didn't get any more bites. So I turned away to move on to the next spot, and boom, this fish hit hard. And I am pretty upset I lost this one. That was probably going to be the biggest fish of the day. That would had to be a high 3-4 pounder. Despite the algae bloom, I was anxious to try the whopper plopper. It's that time of year. Unfortunately, I don't think it gets a lot of fish during an algae bloom, but it got one here. And this is a monster. This is huge. This is the fish people dream. Oh, never mind. It's a dink. And I am always amazed that these tiny fish go after baits that are almost the same size they are. And there's a behind the scenes look at my fish counter. When I start to get 3 or more fish, I start using this clicker to keep track of my catches. Otherwise, I'll just forget. I included this footage of me just fishing and casting around. When I'm in the kayak, this is how I do it when I want to fish, a spot a little bit more, especially after I caught one. I just put it in very slow speed and start doing figure eights and just casting at all the juicy spots. Speaking of juicy spots, they have another monster. This is what we came all the way here for. Oh, no, wait, it's another dink. This one's even smaller than the first one. Go get big. The only reason I'm in this slop is because I snagged on a piece of wood. If you haven't heard, if you're not getting snagged consistently, you're not casting into the right places. There's just no wind today, so this algae is just piling up in the coves and stuff. Really thick in places. This is one of the few places I got some action along just the bare bank. I'm wiping that algae slime off my fingers. But most of the fish I caught were near or around those deadfall pileups. This was a good fish too. It hit so hard. It's just pulling. It's just tugging so quickly. And there you go. Is there nothing more beautiful than a largemouth bass breaking the surface of an algae-riddled lake? Yeah, this was a fun one. They're all fun. Some of them. Look at that net job. Yep, snagged again. That's the only reason I get close to this stuff. I got bites at all of these deadfall areas. Wherever these logs were piled up, I got a bite, I think, on almost every single one of them. Either at the deadfall or near or around the points. Yeah, this is just another small one. He's a fighter, though, for sure. Crankbait just killed it today. I tried other stuff. I threw out that rage claw a little bit more. I threw whatever else I had tied on. I even think I tried a drop shot at one point. I don't remember. But this crankbait was the only thing I was consistently catching fish on, so I just stuck with it. I'm of the mindset that it may not be super exciting to fish one lure all day, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This was fun because I was already eyeing those laydowns up ahead, and I'm just kind of casting in autopilot at this point. I really wasn't expecting this. That was a big fish. It's hard to tell there, but that was a good sized bass. All right, I believe this is the last fish of the day. Once again, around the wood pile. Once again with the crankbait. That bass hit it almost the minute it hit the water, and then it just took off. Watch the spool just tearing off line. This was the big fish of the day. This was a fun one. It was just fighting so hard. Some bass, when you're trying to get them in the boat, they're just covering so much ground. This one was just doing circles. Nice. It's a nice fish. Bam. Got him. Another good net job. That's not always the case. Another beautiful fish. So I ended up catching 7 on the day. I had a lot more bites. I probably lost 4 or 5. But pretty good day. Nothing huge. This 3.6 pounder was the biggest and the feistiest. Yeah, take that hero shot. It's a fun day. I wish there was no algae bloom. I wish we caught some bigger fish, but I'm very happy with how the day went, especially considering this was my first time here. I'll definitely be coming back. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it for real. I know it was a little bit different format, but I had fun doing it. Peace out.